Hello, so in this video, we're going to go over photosynthesis, and there are lots of organisms on Earth that can do photosynthesis. It is a very special process where organisms can convert sunlight into chemical energy. So let's get to it. So this is an overview of photosynthesis. Photosynthesis happens in plants, algae, and photosynthetic microbes such as bacteria and archaea. And again, it is converting light energy into sugar. So sunlight is going to be absorbed, but not only that, carbon dioxide is also involved and water. So those are the things that are being taken in. And sugar is going to be produced and oxygen is going to be released. So here is the kind of chemical equation for photosynthesis. Carbon dioxide and water are going to be taken in, and through the power of sunlight, we're going to be producing sugar and oxygen. So that is essentially what is happening during photosynthesis. Now, photosynthesis occurs in chloroplasts. These are the organelles where it happens. And again, this is in eukaryotes. If we're talking about a prokaryotic organism such as a bacteria, then they don't have chloroplasts. Their photosynthesis just happens in the cell. Now the chloroplast has an outer membrane and an inner membrane, but the most important structure inside of a chloroplast is going to be the thylakoids. So these thylakoids are small pancake-like sacs, and a stack of them is going to be called a granum. So one pancake is a thylakoid, and then one stack of these thylakoids is called a granum. Now, the space outside of the thylakoids is called the stroma, and the space inside of the thylakoids is called the thylakoid lumen. So the thylakoids are going to be really important for photosynthesis because that's actually where photosynthesis is happening. Specifically, it's going to be happening on the membrane of these thylakoids. So that's pretty much all of the structures in a chloroplast. Again, this is where photosynthesis is going to be happening in both plants and algae. Now, photosynthesis happens in two main steps. We call it the light reactions because this is where light is actually being absorbed. And so here in the light reactions, we're going to have water being converted into oxygen and light being absorbed. And really the main part that's going to be happening is that ATP and NADPH are going to be made. And remember, ATP and NADPH are the energy molecules for plant cells specifically, so they're going to be important. Now, if the plant wants to produce sugar, then it will go through the Calvin cycle where it converts ATP and NADPH into sugar, and carbon dioxide is going to be absorbed. Now, notice that I said if. If the plant just wants to use energy, then it can just stop at the light reactions, and then now it has ATP and NADPH. So, of course, the plant could just stop there. But, of course, if the plant wants to store this energy for, long term, then it would convert it into sugar through the Calvin cycle. So the plant basically has an option. Does it want to use the energy now as ATP, or does it want to store it for later and convert it into sugar? So that is pretty much an overview of photosynthesis. In another video, I will go over the more specific steps. Hopefully this video was interesting, and I'll see you in that next video.